Hello and welcome to the final part in my Creating Spooky Town series for 2026. I've been very hard at work since the last video and I finally feel like the village is finished, 99% with an asterisk at the end of it, for this year of 2026. I'm almost there, and this is going to be my final video before I submit my video to Halloween Villages by Carl, who does a video contest every year. Fingers crossed that I at least place this year. But let me flip the camera around and show you the village and see what I've been up to. It is daytime right now. I do have the curtains drawn so you can kind of get a better feel for what this will look like at nighttime. At the end of this video, I will place a nighttime clip or two in there just so you can get the vibe and see what it's looking like. But this is the village for this year. The village is very full and alive and full of lightning and thunder and noises. And this is what it's looking like for this year. I'm very happy with it. If you have been following along, you know what the layout is, but if you haven't, on the left side of the village here, we have the city square with a little bit of a piazza situation in the middle. And we have some houses back there. In the middle, we have our giant cemetery with a bell tower, cemetery tours, and a mausoleum. And up at the top, there's another mausoleum with a fountain in it. That's new for this year from Lemax. And then crossing another street where there's a funeral procession. This is the residential area with all of our Spooky Town residents, our undead residents. And in the front, we have the trolley going back and forth, bringing guests to and from the city. So this is the layout. This is what we've got going on. I said 99% with an asterisk because I still did not get a black curtain to go behind it yet. That will come later, but for now, I'm done and I'm happy with it. Let me give you some close-ups of my favorite parts so far. Well, Nightmares video is one of my favorite buildings of all time. And next to the Dragon's Lair here with my custom lighting makes me very happy. The city center in the middle with some seating, people walking around, hanging out in here, going to the hotel, maybe going to the record store. I love my car of zombies here. They are leaving without their friend, if you've noticed. They're speeding away without him, waving goodbye. Maybe an FU to him, not sure what he did. But he's crawling to come back to the vehicle. And over here, I just really like these three buildings here. I think they look really nice together, and it's a nice kind of quiet corner compared to the rest of, I say that with that flashing, but it's a nice quiet corner compared to the rest of Spooky Town. My favorite thing that I've created for this year are my pillars, my Haunted Mansion style pillars for the entrance to the graveyard. I made these out of foam, cut them, painted them, distressed them, and then I ordered these gargoyles from Etsy, from a dollhouse company that made Haunted Mansion dollhouse pieces. And they're 3D printed. They were painted like that. I just made little foam candles to go on top with LED lighting in there. And they really bring it to life. I think they add the perfect touch to the entrance, and I just love them very much. And then inside the graveyard, we have, let's see if I can get my camera in there. We have Sir Edgar Goodbody, who's glowing and someone's running away from a ghost in there. And then down the path, we have the rest haven area, which is clearly where they're not resting, where they are very not restful at all, actually. They're coming up out of the urn, for God's sake. And then, and then one of my favorite areas in the graveyard is this headless person sitting with a cat and an owl, just hanging out by the bell tower, by the hill. Up on top of Cemetery Hill here, we have the abandoned house from Lemax and the new Misty Grave Mausoleum for this year of 2026. On this side of the graveyard, we have Dracula, and he's lit by a candle. There's a cat and a bat by him over there. And then if we cross the street here, we see our funeral procession with the band. In the front, we have the Phantom Station, which is for the trolley, of course. And then to the right of that, we have a couple houses. There's a kid looking at his candy here. We have the new house on the hill. And then over here we have Goosebumps Manor and another manor that I cannot remember the name of, but it has amazing lighting and good lighting. I really like that piece a lot. It's an older one. And then cruising over here, we have Boogeyman's Hangout, Withered Mansion. I love these two together. I think they look really nice together on this street, this block. This was like one of the first areas that I finished, and it just looks great, if I do say so myself. If you look to the side here of the Cemetery Hill, we have a Welcome to Spooky Town billboard with a newspaper skeleton. Here you can get a nice side view of the village, what it looks like from the side. And then on this corner, we have another house and two twin boys, I guess, that are welcoming you up to the house on the hill from the driveway, which is terrifying. And I don't think anybody should follow them. Give you a couple more panning shots. Overall, this is my most successful layout yet, my most successful village that I've done yet. It has so many custom pieces that I've either created or modified myself, and I'm really proud of that. I am not scared to dig in and really change things now, and I think it's only going to get better throughout time. So for now, this is a village. I foresee myself keeping it like this for years. If you wanted a little bit more stats on it, I started doing this in 2024 again after taking a break for decades because I was a child when I first started collecting, and as an adult, my mom was gonna give the buildings to Goodwill, and I said absolutely not, and I started the hobby all over again. So this is our little town in our basement of our house. It stays up year round. It's a 4-foot by 8-foot foam board, and then underneath the foam, it's a double layer of foam. The first layer is the base where the road is, and then on top of that is where all the buildings are, and they are hollow underneath for all the cords and everything for me to go in there and mess with stuff if I need to. And speaking of messing with stuff, I have to fix that LED. It should not be flashing like that. So that's about it. I don't know how many Spooky Town buildings I have, but these are all the ones I have displayed. And then on my desk over here, I have a few more. It's starting to get messy again. I'm doing projects for Halloween. But this is what it's looking like. And I have a blow mold collection that is surrounded by it, and my Spooky Town pennant. So this is what we're working with for this year. I'm beyond excited for my friends and family to see it and spend time checking out everything and getting to know it as much as I do. That's the village for this year. I hope you guys are very happy with it. After this message, I'm gonna put in some B-roll of me kind of panning over the village at nighttime so you can see what it looks like. And I hope you love it as much as I do. I have really enjoyed this journey. Since this is my second really large village that I've done since moving into this house 2 years ago, the process has gotten quicker and I've gotten better at doing it. And I think that's really satisfying and just really fun to keep the hobby going. So future videos and content wise, keep an eye out for sure. I have more things coming. I'm currently working on some tombstones for our yard, like actual tombstones, not little tiny ones. I'm working on full-size tombstones for our front yard. We're having a Halloween party this year, so I'm carving some of those from scratch and painting them and everything, which is funny because it's a similar process to doing the sidewalks in the streets. So if you know what that is, you can pick that up too. It's just on a bigger scale, but some different kind of tools. I have a Dremel tool and stuff now, so getting to learn how to use all that stuff has been interesting, and I'll probably start filming me working on it a little bit more now that the village is finished. And I'm going to be doing that, and since we're having a Halloween party, I might bring you along to the store with me to go shopping for Halloween decorations. We'll see. But it's going to be an exciting couple of months here. I'm beyond excited for the season, and I'm really excited to have a Halloween party and just to relish in the spookiness. I just love it so much. So I hope you all are gearing up to have a wonderful fall as well. And I will see you in the next video very soon. I hope you love the village. And okay, here's that B-roll. Bye.